I don't think I'm ready for this.
They're like,
They're
oh, okay,
like,
so
oh,
the chat opens up automatically in Streamlabs. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I don't have
yeah,
to
yeah,
have a separate tab. Well, that's nice.
yeah. It's really handy.
Yeah, I'm shocked they actually thought about it. Okay. Well, I guess it is a large platform that makes a lot of money. All right, I should be live now. All right. We'll see if it's loading. Let me go to my page here. How bad is this quality? Oh, look. The quality looks all right. That's so exciting. All right. Well, let me make a notice at the top.
Huh?
Oops.
Oh,
Alright, hold on. I had some people who told me to tell them when I stream.
mm.
um.
That would be nice.
Yeah, let me go to.
Little Nick Hill moment.
Where do I even post that I'm streaming? Who wanted me to do it again? Oh yeah, my friend Six. He did. Where's the? Man, if it takes me more than 7 seconds to find it, I'm gonna not bother. I'm such a little rat.
It's too much work for me. I don't want to do it.
Oh, maybe I'll just put it in my own server.
Maybe. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Wow, artcenter.com/pocketnick. Oh yeah.
I wish artcenter.com even worked, brother. Holy.
Shit. Oh man. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It all looks like it's fine. Sounds
Yeah, I
good.
check some stuff. Yeah, it seems fun. The image is crisp, so we're chilling.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know what happened to it, but I guess it's because I had the bitrate so low, probably.
Yeah, it might have been that.
Honestly, I just had the settings. I basically googled what the settings should be, and I might have forgotten to put extra zeros in it or something. Maybe it was supposed to be 6500 or something. Who knows? Oh wait, did I put it in my server? Yeah, I did. Do I need to put it anywhere else? Do I care? No. I guess not really. Or maybe I should put it on Twitter. I did used to put it on Twitter. Okay, maybe I'll just do that.
Yeah. Twitter.com/Nick Hill. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I love it.
It is pretty upsetting when you say it like that. Let's see. Oh gosh.
Oh, I love Nick Hill on Twitch.tv.
Yeah, I hope my password works.
I don't know if I want to put chill music when we're gonna chimp out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the little dissonance.
I mean, I'm playing some pretty chill music, but it's music from the game, the monkey game, the Ancestors game.
I see. Monkey.
Here, do you want the playlist? It's pretty good. I made it for streaming.
No,
Okay. I made it for when I'm working so that it's not distracting. Which is good. Anyway, I guess I'll go back to drawing. Nice. It's stream time with the boys.
Oh yeah, stream time, baby.
That's also pretty upsetting. Another interesting update from the man himself.
Are you looking at a lot of like Jeff Simpson stuff?
Looking at a lot of GIFs. I guess, yeah, I studied him a little while ago. I did like a day of studying him.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm trying to, I decided, oh, there's some artists that I like the way they paint. So I'm just going to simply study them and fuck around and find out, you know? Oh.
That's fair. God, I wish I could fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes to. You know, this Streamlabs window is really big. How do I make it less big? It's fine. Just put it in the corner. I'll just pretend it's not there. Oh. Okay, okay, so it has a limit on how big it wants it to be. Yeah, Jeff Simpson's kind of a Giga Chad.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna fucking eat Jeff Simpson.
Just consume him.
That's the concept art move, you know.
All the meat, like, all his meat.
Exactly. the brain meat, you know. Really. I mean that's the reality of concept, right? You just go around eating people and then you gain their powers.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. I'm glad someone finally said it.
Yeah, the industry secret has been exposed. Man, so weird. Designing characters instead of goblins. You know, it's been so long.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, like when you're in like the headspace of like drawing like those scrunglies and then like suddenly you're drawing like actual characters, you're like, ah.
Yeah, I was about to say it is kind of strange to like it's strange to like switch gears after, especially if you've been working on one thing for a while, and then you suddenly are doing random other crap. You're like,
yeah. Monkey?
Monkey? What do I have to do? Main tail. Okay. Oh. I have a whole fancy like. Oh, I didn't know I had a whole folder of sorted stuff on my computer. This is so fancy. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I didn't know I had all this stuff. I used to using my laptop where I didn't bother importing all my brushes. I only have like 7 brushes on there, so I'm like used to just using them to do everything. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wow. This would be so much faster if I don't have to draw every single hair. That's nice.
Smile.
Smile? Just like me, for real. Yeah, I was gonna post on Twitch that I'm streaming, but I'm actually not going to bother because I forget my password.
Twitter.
Hmm?
Twitch or Twitter?
My Twitter is the same as everything else. But I forgot the password, so I'll do it later.
Let me see. You said you're gonna post on Twitch that you're streaming.
Oh no, on Twitter,
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe this.
Yeah. I need to figure out what I want to do with the skin in the back. Yeah, let me go check my Firefox and see what you're up to. It's more fun if I can watch you stream. I'd rather see you streaming on the other screen than see my chat or whatever. I'm just gonna put you on the other screen.
I kind of get that, dude.
Yeah, wait, is there a pop-out for... There is. Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, there we go. I'll put you over my own stream so I don't have to see it on 2 screens. Oh, hell yeah, my man.
My man! No, I gotta be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing with these characters. Like, I had the intents, like, a few years ago, and I was like, I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, these look older, I think. These designs.
I just never posted them. They're like offshoots from, like, the stuff that I did from a class, like, a while ago, right? Like, this character, then, where's the other one? Let's see. Like, this character, right? Which, like, hopefully I'll be able to, like, because I have done the work for it before, I can probably, like, do more with it, right? But I'm just like, I don't know. I do need to kind of go back to some of these for sure.
Why do they have a little band on their nose? What's that for?
I don't know. It's just an idea that like never really went anywhere. It's just like an aesthetic choice for the most part, right? Like, kind of going for like that whole like, almost like weird bondage / like flagellant look, right?
Oh, that's what it's for. That's interesting. Because it reminds me of the, you know, like how farmers, people who work like in like historical context, people who would work in like sewers or like other places that had a really strong smell would like wear something like that against their nose to block the smell. So that's what I was thinking it was. That's interesting.
Yeah. That being said, I've kind of lost some of the original intent. There's like definitely like a weird sort of kind of track on trying to bring it back. I guess it's a bit odd, but you know, if I can't really do it, because like there's a lot of like weird like physical constraints regarding like designing stuff, right? So it's like kind of considering that as I worked on it, you know. It'd be kind of funky though. It'd be kind of funky. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like thinking about certain things right now. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I get you. You're designing. It's crazy, bro.
I hate it! I hate designing! I hate it!
I hate
Why
it.
am I doing this? Why did I just stick to painting? No. I like designing. It's too fun.
Designing is really enjoyable, honestly. Like, especially if you have to do some really boring, like, illustration work for a while, you're like, oh god, like release me from this prison for real. Like, get me out of here. It sucks.
Huh. It sucks playing this shit, and I'm fucking addicted. I can't quit. That was Tyler, right? I forget.
Yeah, I think it was Tyler.
That's how I'm feeling, man, with art. I'm fucking addicted. Game's trash.
Damn, my man, getting absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Oh my god, my man got possessed for a few seconds there.
I possessed myself. Call that shit manifestation. Sheesh. That's awful. How do you feel about that term? What do you think about that?
Which term?
When people say like I'm manifesting, like I don't know.
I think it's kind of goofy. Like the fact that it's based on like like I don't even know. Like people like genuinely thought it does something. I think that makes it funnier.
Yeah.
Like
you know, it kind of reminds me of like like when if you played Pokemon growing up, it's like when you would press random buttons in hopes that it's gonna make it.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Easier. Kind of like that.
It's like
that's what it kind of seems like.
It feels like the thing that people do when they're like, there's literally nothing else I can do, except people then took that and they were like, I'm just gonna do that as the default, and it's like, I don't think that's how that works. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I really.
It's kind of quirky that way, hey?
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of funny, but it's funny, but like I feel kind of bad because I don't know, like it kind of encourages people to not actually solve their problems.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you just think about what if it was solved instead? I'm like, I feel like they should just solve it. Like,
yeah.
You know?
I can agree with that. Is that Tongue?
Guys.
Who is it? Can't check Discord right now. Who is it?
Oh, here, let me check. Oh, it's Mark. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Nick.
How's it going?
Oh, is this our center friend?
No. Mark, I know from like another server. You streaming, Mark?
Wait, is everyone on the stream? Wow.
This is a chat for people who are streaming. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing here, man? What the fuck? my man Jay out here rabidly bullying children, dude. Children? You're probably older than me. Hold on. What are you talking about? You talking about children? Listen here. Fuck ass.
Listen, like it just calls it like a sees it, Jay.
I'm sorry to say, but you're blind.
Sorry to tell you this. You can't.
I'm sorry. L eyesight. I don't know what to say.
You have no eyes. I'm sorry.
You have no eyes, exactly. You're lacking insight, and that's kind of your problem. I don't know what to tell you. That sounds like a issue. No fucking thing to say, right?
Sorry to tell you this, ma'am. You're very blind.
What? I never saw it coming.
Oh no, that's bullying. Yeah, you can't do that one, Jay.
Come on, no, it's a bad dad joke type thing, man.
I know, but it's the kind of it just sounds like you're bullying a blind person.
Listen here, you bully me for being Korean. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, you're right. I can't say anything, I guess.
Now, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. What's going on here? This isn't right. I'm manifesting. Jesus, I can't say that shit on ironically. I'm sorry.
I mean, it is pretty funny to say it, but like when it's unironic, it's more sad than funny, I think. But you're allowed to be sad.
No.
Oh no.
No.
No sad.
I don't like mental health. I'm sorry. I gotta be honest with you. Mental health, it's not it. It's not trendy anymore, okay?
He doesn't care about his mental
health? Nah, bro. Let's get that out of here. Hold that shit right now.
Keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself, nasty.
Yeah, no. Nick Hill, 2023. We don't like mental health. We don't like it if you're healthy.
Yeah, we're far enough away from the pandemic that I want everyone to be depressed. Otherwise, it doesn't feel real anymore.
Exactly. Now you have no excuse to be sad now that the pandemic is not over.
Yeah,
what?
No excuse, no.
No, this is what Nick is saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
I see how it is. Oh wait, should I be recording the stream at the same time, or I'll just download the VOD? I don't care. It is what it is. I feel like the VODs are lower quality than the stream, or are they high quality?
I don't know. I think they're I would assume they're slight lower quality. Right? I would presume so, because it's not like recording locally. If you're recording locally, then obviously you'll have same quality, right?
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but that sounds like work. So
I mean, you're downloading the same amount of storage anyways, right? Like you only press one button.
No, I think if you're recording locally, it strains your local system because you have to run it still.
Kind of. I don't know. I don't know these shenaniganery, okay? I'm keeping it real. I don't know what's going on half the time.
Don't worry, me neither.
Oh.
I'm just a little monkey, just a little guy.
Little squirmy little lad who doesn't know anything.
You're just a little scrungle. So I'll just close this reference. Not really using it. It's a weird feeling to be streaming again after a really long time of like not doing it at all.
Yeah, that's fair. You're on a grind though, baby.
It means I can't stop and take random breaks to watch like dumb videos of cats like eating stuff off the floor.
Yeah, but it's also just like I don't know. It's like I mean yes that, but also just like I think if you're actually trying to get work done, it's really helpful, right?
Yeah.
For me, it's just like an accountability thing more than like me streaming for other people, sort of thing.
Yeah. No, I get that. That makes sense. Yeah. Back when I streamed, it did help me like stay focused for longer, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe some other time I'll have you help me set up like bots to do stuff. Do you know how to do any of that? Do you know how to do bot stuff?
Like in terms of like commands and shit, or like what exactly?
Or yeah, like commands, or like something that like says like, oh hey, someone followed you or something.
Oh, I think so. But
it's okay. It's okay. I can Google it too.
It's not very difficult to do. The thing is, that's why I'm like thinking about it, right? Because I could definitely pull that off. It's not something that's like rocket science, because they usually have like templates or something like that for people to do themselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean I can help you out with that later.
Sweet.
I honestly kind of need to do it myself too, so yeah.
Nice, my man.
Also, if you have any like advice for like the character that I'm working on, like.
Yeah, let me bigger on my screen. Hold
on. Let me bigger.
Let me make big.
Let me make wide.
I think the structure of the garment is really nebulous right now. And like the function of the garment, like why they're wearing it, I think. I would also think about like how they take it on, put it on and take it off. Like where are the like the clasps or the closures?
So I'm trying to solve for that right now, right? So I have this idea of like rough kind of collar area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over here, and then essentially like the cloth would kind of like crosswalk to that. Essentially, what this could be is like, this whole thing I would assume is removable, right? To some degree, and then you can just take it off over its head. This whole ball, that's like actually just a part of him, but this essentially is like some sort of like thing that I guess more or less it's just like he can kind of take off, like as if it's like a hoodie or something like that, right? Like the one whole portal sort of thing. I don't know. That's kind of how I think about it. That being said, like the cloth itself, I am trying to find like a place where I can like more like I guess properly put it, but I feel like it would make the most sense for it to be just like an extension kind of tied to like this metal collar, right? At least right now, at least, because I'm under the presumption that like this isn't like it's necessarily like something that is like I guess the collar was over, right? Like at least for me, it wouldn't make too much sense, or at least like I guess having the cloth and then like having the collar like set on top of it. I don't know. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I think the cloth. Thinking of the cloth as like a separate piece from the collar, so like he puts on the robe first, and then, or like the sort of the cape first, and then he puts the collar over the top. So there's like a cloth collar underneath that, that tucks in. I think would be, and then having it. I mean, does he ever take the collar off really, or like the clothes off very much, or?
I was thinking that he could.
Okay, he could.
That's why I'm thinking as like one big piece, essentially.
Yeah. Usually stuff wouldn't necessarily be. What do you mean by one big piece? Like it's all one piece of clothing, or
like
it's all one
collar
piece of
and the cloth? It would be like one big piece. So. That being said, yeah,
that would be weird because just thinking about like if this is like a semi-realistic character, they have to wash it, right? And you can't really if there's like a big metal thing, and you're gonna wash it like the traditional way in like a river or with like a washing device, then
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you probably want it separate.
Yeah. No, you're right. I should have thought better of it. No, you're right. I should have known better.
Yeah, I would look at like collars like that and how his is hanging, right, is pretty interesting. It means like it tells me the opening seam is like along that side where the lantern's showing through. And if that's the case, then you'd be kind of looking at sort of just like a pretty simple, like I'm assuming this doesn't have any structure to it, right? Like there's no structured shoulders or anything. In that case, it can just be like a simple cloth cut, so you're not doing any weird fabric thing, and you can get away with it just being one piece. But yeah, definitely, I'd have the collar rest on top of it, and then maybe have like a rim to the collar that you can visibly see that divides it from the cloth, and then maybe some of the padding underneath that, showing through. Because
that one more time?
So like I would have like the very clear like border or like rim to the edge of the collar on the bottom, like where it's touching his body, and then I'd also have a like possibly show through some sort of padding that's underneath it, because it would bruise his shoulders and neck, especially the pit of his neck, to wear something like that for like a long period of time. So he probably has like like some sort of padding in there, and then like having that be a different material too, like having that, or like a color distinction would be nice.
Yeah. No, true. Yeah, no, that is something to consider for sure. God, I should have. God, it's just me. Yeah, hold on, I'm trying to think. Cause, yeah, like, I think. Yeah, it does kind of throw things out of loop because, like, I guess the original intent was like, yeah, it would be sort of like a one-piece thing, but now that you mention it, yeah, wouldn't quite make too much sense. Now I'm trying to, at least in terms of designing something for this, it's like I'm trying to throw some options out. I guess just figure it out. Let's see. I'm trying to see. The padding.
I mean, it could be like black leather, you know, like it could just something minimal, and cause I think it too would make it feel more. I mean, I know it's pretty stylized, but like it would make it feel a little more grounded for sure to have there be more structure. Yeah.
What I'm thinking is, right, like if there's some sort of padding, right, I'm just like, I'm sorry, but I'm just kind of tossing it over in my head right now. Cause
yeah, no worries.
I don't something like this. Would it be something that I do in like a separate call out, for example, where the whole thing is off, right? Like let's say there's like a kind of padding, like a kind of black leather padding underneath, right, like around the collar and like the shoulder, kind of like this, right? And let's say this is like the neck, for example, right? And it will kind of drape over the drape, like well, I guess drape underneath, like here, for example, right? Let's say this is like the black leather thing, for example.
Yeah.
No, that as a padding. Would I require? Would this be like a separate call out that I need to do, right? Which is, I'm assuming that it should, anyways, regardless.
It doesn't have to be unless it's like showing through in a way that's difficult to understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, right?
Yeah, like I mean, honestly, like it can be just a piece of leather that's like sewn into the, like for the pad, it could be sewn into the interior of that like one piece cape. So it doesn't have to be like a separate garment, but it would be like a layer.
Are you saying like it could be something like under, like are you referring to like over or like under? Because I'm
like under or over, whichever one you think looks better or more interesting. Just there as a layer would be helpful.
Okay. Yeah, that could be arranged. Let me take a look. So maybe it could be like some sort of like almost like rimming. I mean, that would actually help too. Like introducing some sort of like shape breakup. Would be
yeah, I think the shape breakup is what's gonna really help the head be the focal piece too, because the head kind of like plays second fiddle to the lantern right now, and I think having the expression in the head get a little more attention would be really nice.
Yeah, I guess it's like weird because it's like I do want, like, obviously, like usually the focal point is on the face, right? But like I do want this to be like the first like primary function read, right? Kind of consider that. So something like this, right? Like let's say just like it would kind of lay over the top, something akin to that, right? Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. That sounds good. As long as it you know, it covers the whole collar, right? Obviously, at minimum, and then you're good. Like any shape you want to play with is probably fine.
Yeah, and then I probably want to do like some silhouette adjustments so that it feels like more layered, right? Okay. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, I think the thickness of your fabric too is the other thing that'll help it be believable. Like maybe figuring out what that fabric is. On the outer layer.
I don't think it's going to be like it definitely isn't like thin, like a really thin silk material by no means, right?
Yeah, right now it's reading satiny right now.
Satiny?
Yeah, satin, like stuff sheets. Yeah, so I think if you're wanting something a little more robust than that, the way you'll do that is you'll show the hems along the edge of the robe, like it ends at, or like just treatment on the edges, I guess. It doesn't necessarily need to be a hem if it's like poorly made or cheaply made by the character, or like he threw it on, or it's aged or something, but you know, a rough edge or some edge that shows the thickness and how the material's being treated.
Are you referring to like edge as in like, I'm trying to think,
like the edges, like the if the edge as in like if you have a sleeve, the cuff of the sleeve, right? Like the edge treatment of the fabric itself, like of the material.
But are you referring to something like here, like this whole part right here, like kind of like that, where it kind of like
yeah. Because most fabrics are like one-sided, or like they have a different material, like they have different material properties on one side versus the other side, and so usually that's why you have like a sewn-in hem where it's like folded over and then sewed at the end so it doesn't fray, and then also so that the material internally doesn't get damaged or something like that.
Yeah.
So
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Okay. I could definitely do some of that.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then like, I think, because I'm assuming this is gonna be like, I guess like the whole idea is like this is like, Gothic to early Renaissance sort of like inspired, right? At least in terms of like the kind of like form language that I'm going, because I'm using a lot of like churches, as like point of example for the shape design. But in terms of this, I'm definitely thinking very much like kind of like near peasantry sort of look.
Oh, near peasantry. Okay, yeah, then.
Or like,
yeah,
like maybe
lower
like something that you
class.
see like that, or like you actually no, maybe I do want. For example, it's weird because like I'm thinking actually a slightly thicker material, like something that you'd see like an abbot wear, right? Not the. I mean, to be fair, I don't really know the difference if there's like a different material in that. But like yeah, like something that you'd see like a monk at the time sort of wear.
Okay, monks tend. Yeah, if it's a religious cloth, then typically religious garments are like made very simply in terms of their cut lines, and they tend to be made of like a material that's easy to wash and usually breathable unless they're in a cold place. So that would be more something like you know, like thin cotton or something that has some stretch, and it's kind of like a broadcloth, which means something where the weave is like kind of loose. So you'd see the weave a little more. So you definitely wouldn't have anything that's like got a sheen to it then, or
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it helps to kind of design it that way too, because if that's the case, then you know if you impose most of the contrast and around the metal parts, then that's where you can get most of the focus to kind of go, which is nice.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the intent. Yeah.
So you'll probably have a pretty porous and matte looking cloth then for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Do you think the cloth is also overlapping properly, or what do you think? I'm just wondering what your take on it is so far. I'm trying to think.
I mean, it's a very odd sort of shape for a garment to be in, I think.
Yeah.
Just because it would have a tendency to fall backwards because it's heavier in the back. So it would have a tendency to start like catching at your neck and pulling at it. And especially if he has a metal collar, it'll start pushing it into his face because it's heavier in the back. And so
like, then, like, it's kind of coming out from the back like this, kind of in this direction, sort of thing?
Like imagine, or like yeah, it's pulling from there. So imagine like you're wearing a hoodie and someone yanks you on the hood from behind. That's kind of the motion you're gonna get with how much fabric there is, because the weight of it by itself, the way it's been cut, because there's so much less of it in front of the shoulder line, it's gonna pull back continuously. So you'd probably want to have some sort of like strap or something securing it, probably to his waist or something in the front, holding it in place. Which is why most capes and stuff have like the clasps to hold them in place in the front, at like the pit of the neck.
I'm wondering what you mean by that. I don't think I've seen too much of like actual capes to really have a point of reference.
Here, let me draw it for you really quick. I can show you what I mean. It's probably easier to explain. Well,
sure.
let me save this. Right. Oh god, that's so bright. Okay. So basically, like if you have, you know, a person, right, wearing like a cape or anything with a lot of fabric in the back that goes back, it's gonna be continuously pulling back, so you need to kind of secure it at a pivot point. So typically the points we secure it at are at the neck, which is why most of these capes have this kind of like clasp at the pit of the neck, right? And then they go over the shoulders. It's because your neck is basically stopping it, right? But there's also kind of a limit to that. Where a lot of them will also come forward more over your shoulders. Like when you see a really fluffy cape like a king is wearing, right? It's really heavy. You'll notice that it actually goes over his arms more.
Yeah.
And that's because now the shoulders and the pit of the neck are taking that weight. They're stopping it from falling back. So with how your guys' is, it kind of doesn't have much in the front. Like, the way it's secured is basically around the rim around this person's neck. And so if anything pulls this way, it's gonna yoink it against his neck, or because it's going up, it'll yank it against his face. So it's gonna like pull at it, and it will like basically be hitting him in the face. Especially like, let's say he raises his arms or he runs, that's gonna be awful, right? Like, it's gonna hit him in the neck. Which is why even with armor that goes around the neck, it tends to like flare. Like, if this is the neck, right, it tends to flare away as it goes up. And it tends to have really secure pivot points right by the neck, so then that way it never like pulls at the neck, because that can restrict your breathing and have other problems, including bruising, because your trachea can bruise really easily too, your throat. So you want to kind of avoid that. So one way you could adjust for that is if essentially, like, if you thought about it, like if I draw just the body here.
What I was thinking is like, I think in terms of like kind of like where to like kind of have like a point where all the weight would be kind of like centered, would be around this like
you just need to have you just need to have a strap or something underneath where it's actually securing it in place so it doesn't slide back. Because even if it has another point that's taking some of the weight, it is still attached. Like, it is still gonna like pull at the collar a bit. Just because of kind of the shape of the human body and where fabric will go, because if anything drags at the back, it's gonna yoink back. It's still gonna create that back pulling motion. So that's why you'd see like not suspenders necessarily, but something like that, right? Or something where it's attaching at a pivot point on the front of the body somewhere, and then it's secure, and that's below the neck. So somewhere below the neck on the front to secure it. And that could be anywhere, including the waist or etc.
So maybe something like this, where it's just like some sort of like weird little clasp. Because I was thinking like because like the it's cuts around this area, right? But this big fucking ball. I was just thinking maybe you could have something kind of lying over that potentially, something like this kind of thing. I don't know if that's like necessarily enough. I'm just trying to think of some ideas.
Yeah, I mean, it also depends on how mobile he is.
Would be like taking more of the, I guess, the distribution of the weight, if you will. Again, maybe not. I mean, maybe not, yeah, because I guess it doesn't really still account for like so much of it being in the back.
Yeah, I mean, if you're ever not sure, you can just take a blanket and like hold it, drape it over your shoulders and then hold it in the corners, or like hold it onto your body in the front from wherever you think the tension point's gonna be. And then see how that pulls. Or even better, you could grab like a well, you probably don't have an open shirt. But if you had like a really open shirt, you could test it. But I think it's easy enough to test with a blanket too, to just think about like, okay, if it pulls from there. Because also the thing about putting it around the arms, right, around the sleeves, is that that like can pinch your arms and also create discomfort or limit movement. So that's always like a somewhat concern, especially like, let's say if an actor had to wear it. I know obviously in this case it's not for like live action or something necessarily.
Yeah, but it's still good to assume like, like you want to do it for locomotion, right?
Especially you want it to be believable. Yeah, exactly, because then the animators don't have to suffer as much with trying to figure out a way to make it work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Big question mark over my head right now.
Yeah, it's a lot to... structuring garments is really challenging.
Yeah.
Like I had to basically look at like patterns for clothes, which are like the instructions on like how to make it out of like a yard of cloth or whatever. I had to like go buy some of those and just kind of like like basically just like look at them and be like, what are these people doing? Like, what actually is this garment made of, and then that helped a lot. For me at least. But it's also like a lot of work. I also I studied under someone who does costume for like live action. So she's very adamant about like, can they use it? Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah, Gwen, one of the ones I really like. Yeah, she's super fun. But even before that, I studied under a figure painter before coming to Art Center. So like,
okay. I think like where can I kind of attach the first draft to kind of pull it forward a little bit more, right? Nothing. Maybe I'm thinking maybe something like this might be able to help, like a little bit lower, like you said. Maybe it's like actually closer to the bottom, something like that.
Yeah, it could be kind of cool to see it be on like the chest. Like maybe there's like a chest brace or like a, because that also gives you a good opportunity to have a utility belt or something that this lantern can be attached to. Like maybe, you know, like a kind of like a not like necessarily like a sports bra exactly, but that kind of formation where you have like a bunch of utility on your chest, on your upper chest that you can grab stuff or hook stuff onto. And that could give you a strong support for your lantern because I assume it's pretty heavy, which would be nice.
Yeah, that was an idea that I had. But that's going to like require that to be like a call out for sure.
Yeah, but I think that would be really cool to see if he's got like a bunch of utility stuff under there. I think that would add a lot to the design because it kind of gives your character like a really mysterious feel because they're like hiding all their stuff. It kind of like they're very secretive about what they have on their person. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. What about
Mm-hmm. Sometimes my music stops and I'm like, oh.
Oh.
Surprised monkey noise. Rendering surely is a very slow and steady process.
Yeah, but that's the best. That's the better part because you're like, oh yeah, I have my design all figured out by then.
Yeah, it is. It is nice and relaxing compared to what I was doing before. Before I was doing like technical before this, and I was like, oh god, like, like measuring the exact like endpoints of pipes on motorcycles. I was like, dude, oh man.
Do you think you can like show me what you meant by the utility belt? Because I'm curious about that. Like, what your take on that would be?
Sure. Yeah. Let me do a sketch. I'm kind of lazy though. I might just grab a guy from the internet to draw on top.
Yeah, it's fine. I honestly just like I just need like a little bit more help with visualizing this kind of stuff.
Yeah. No worries.
But it's safe to say that I don't think this deeply about costume design.
Yeah, I'm one of the like really technical kind of like I've been told by most of my teachers I'm very technical. About most things I'm very particular. Let me go. Gosh, why are these pictures weird? Okay, this one's fine. Let's see. Alright, let me put a low res guy here. He's funny looking. I like him. He's goofy.
He looks like it looks like an AI like missing Jonas Brother.
You're
You know what I
generating
mean?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, generated on
That's
Jonas Brother exactly. Kind of
yeah,
feels like
that's
that.
funny.
Yeah.
Alright, so what I'm thinking is a good place to secure stuff is right under the pectorals for humans, because then it doesn't get up into the pit of your arm and cause trouble, but it's also not at your waist where you bend, so it's not causing like limitations in movement. So I would say like having basically like if I'm doing it like as different layers, you'd have basically you could have a few different formations. You can actually look up like it's gonna be get you not safe for work results, but if you look up like leather chest harnesses, there's a lot of different formations you can do that are secure to put stuff on, but like a good one is an X formation. But then basically now you have something really secure, and then on the back, on your back, this would be coming back around kind of like
Yeah,
this.
so I actually had, funnily enough, I kind of had that in mind when I was working on this design.
Yeah.
Where they, I guess, like kind of created this sort of like, I guess like metal sort of holster around this ball, right? And then using that as like a means of like being able to distribute the weight a bit more effectively, right? I don't know if I at least if I like my original iteration, right?
Yeah, but then you could have so like let's say you have like all this area down here, like this section of the harness is where you can actually put stuff, right? Like you have little hooks, you can hang things, whatever. You have pockets or something here maybe. But then up here might be where you like attach, your like hanging your drape. So maybe that's how you'll get like the drape going from here, and then it's tighter around the back here, and then you could have it so that maybe there's like O-rings or something, and then your additional, if you want additional cloth down the middle, you could have it be just a separate piece of cloth. The only thing about that is it will hang like separate, it won't like, it's not attached to the other pieces, right? So in terms of your hang, you'd kind of have this like centerpiece going down, and then on top of that, you could kind of have like basically slots that come up through from the harness through your cape, so like they puncture through a hole in the cape or something that's built in, and then those are like supports that hold your like collar in place.
Yeah, it's like a tricky. I think just because of like the way that this thing, I think that's where a lot of my issues are starting to come from, is that fact that like this more or less intersects directly with the body. So like for example, the way that like you have the two harnesses bisect each other, it's much harder to design for this particular situation because it essentially takes up like 2/3 of like that upper chest area, right?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to account for right now, right?
But if let's say you, so this is assuming the collar is on top of the garment and not underneath the garment. So let's say you have something that focuses on the collar support. So let's say you have something that's more like it has maybe something more strap system like this, where you have like a double support, and then you have your collar, right? So this harness's focus is getting the collar, holding the collar in place, and it'll probably also have you'd probably have other supports here, like especially in the back. Like in the back, instead of one support down the center, you'd probably have like the one that's coming from over the shoulders, and then you probably have like an extra one going down the center for the collar, right? If this is like our guy, then this is his little collar or whatever. You'd probably have like the 3 supports here, and with like a crossbar again. And then your outer garment can now be like basically a piece that has like a neck hole. So it's like, just this like thing you drape over the top. So now it doesn't need to be held in place as much, and then you can attach it to like maybe hooks that are on the collar instead. So because you spent all that internal structure supporting the collar, you can now basically take advantage of that structure to support other things, right? Like the cloth. So you can think about it in terms of that way of layering. So I guess it kind of depends on what layering you want and what kind of thing is being highlighted or anything like that. Yeah, hopefully that kind of makes sense.
I mean, it does make sense. I'm just like, cause like if I were to like show you, like exactly what's happening with this guy, it's just like, I think like this is essentially what's happening. It's just big fucking gooey ball. It's just like kind of just there. I'm just like, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why it's really tricky, right? Like even with like the color is a good place to start with setting up a support, but at least right now, what I'm kind of having issue with is like, how do I guess account for the side that a lot of the space is already taken up for, right? Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, is the gooey ball like solid? Can you use it? Can you put weight on it?
You can put weight on it. Yeah, that's why you have like the cloth, like sort of draping over like the form, right? And then like if you were to just describe like the volume that's kind of being kind of covered here, it would just be like that, right? As if this is like all shadow. So it's like there is like some draping over already, but I'm just trying to think of like I imagine like here in this particular situation where you'd have like some sort of support that lies kind of like maybe on the shoulder and then maybe off like around the sides, for example, like kind of going around like back here, right, sort of thing, right, like behind him, kind of over the shoulder like that, and then maybe you'd have like another support over like that, for example, kind of like to some degree similar to the harness, but more so to account for the weight of this while also maintaining some level of structure for the collar, right? Which is like yeah, again, it's like it's tricky because you're like at least trying to design for something. It's like the hypothetical, like, oh, people have big balls. How do you design clothing for them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like weird custom fitting that, like, you know, it is a bit tedious at least right now trying to solve for that.
Yeah.
But at least for me right now, it's what I'm dealing with at the moment, right? So, you know, it'd be weird like that.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Just trying to consider that at the moment. Yeah. I'm just trying to think what I can do. Then like I think I went through some ideas of like how it would more or less hang, right? But it's weird. Like I'm kind of designing for like entirely new outfit because like this is like the first thing that happened, right? This was like the assignment that it dropped, which has the same problem of like the color and all this being like the same piece, right? I feel like it's starting to make more sense now, but it's still kind of is facing that issue. This is a paint over that I got from On, where it accounts for the structural support of the ball itself, but because you know it didn't have that sort of big cape. At least it was more like a thing that hanged off to the side more than anything, rather than like a whole kind of covering thing. So it's like a weirder thing to kind of account for right now. And then like again, like here, like I had some more ideas of like a structural brace around this sort of like egg sac sort of thing. But yeah, I guess like the main thing, it's like it doesn't really do anything because the main thing I'm trying to solve for right now is like this brace, you know, for like the cape and everything. Hey, you gotta love this, eh?
Yeah.
Really gets me going, baby. Sheesh. Here's something out here. It would be tough.
Concept design.
Yeah. You weirdo liking to design like this. Fucking strange to me. But honestly, like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird because like for games you don't have to worry too much about it, right? At least like maybe I guess certain types of games, right? And but like still, it's like an important skill to have regardless. I think it's like, oh,
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, not yeah. Hi-ya.
No, yeah, dude, yeah.
Oh, bro. You enjoying it? I ain't shit. My God. Nothing but pain and misery.
Oh, the misery.
How do I feel about this? Damn it. I feel like character design.
I think character design's pretty fun.
I love character design. Smile.
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 Mm,
Monkey.
monkey.
Oh god. You know, I wonder why I entered this profession. That's it. I wonder why.
That's it. That's the tweet. That's the tweet.
I sit there and ponder. I sit there and ponder, and that is all I do. Like, it's like I don't want to spend too much time on this too, because I do want to like just get at least some deliverable out there, right? Because the end goal is like get like a render out for a character and then be able to post it, right? More or less. It's like fuck. Like what takes precedent here? You know?
I think a good design is more important than other stuff. But that's just me. Like
Well, I need to follow him, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I guess because I'm chronically offline, it's like I'll just be like, if it's not worth posting, I simply do not post. But a lot of people don't really necessarily have that as like an option they can just do.
God. Yeah, nothing.
Oh, my playlist played into a video made for cats. They can watch birds jumping around on the ground.
That sounds like you.
Yeah, I used to just like listen to these videos. It was pretty goofy.
Out there.
Yeah, I'm switching it up to some French EDM.
That cut out there in the middle of that sentence.
Oh, dang! Is it cutting out a lot?
No, just like that one instance. You're just like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're saying something about cats?
Oh yeah. I was listening to my playlist auto played into a video made for like cats. So like you play it for your cats. It's just birds like on the ground outside, just chirping around like with nothing else.
That's like how you're like the fucking like neurons firing in your brain listening to that. Like, yes, I am a cat.
Yeah, no, for real. Like my neurons were like, this is pretty good, but where's the music? So I just switched to French EDM, and now I'm fine.
Yeah.
Alright, I still have to do the back legs and the tail, and then format everything. Nice.
Or like I am. Oh.
So wait, how many scrungles are you gonna make for your scrungle project?
I don't even want to think about that right now.
Oh, okay.
I gotta think about this one right here. I need to deliver something from a portfolio, and I'm just can't. I don't know. It sucks. I don't know. Like.
No, I get you, man.
You really?
I do. That's how I felt all the last year. Like, I didn't like, cause I don't have like any work. You know what I mean? Like, like you have like way more work than me in terms of like I have like 2 pictures or something. I was like, yeah, these are representative, and the rest are just like class assignments and stuff. You know, like they're not. You can't show them for anything. They're not useful.
Draining away life force. Oh man.
Yeah, basically though. Yeah, indeed.
Indeed. I feel like. Oh man. I mean, it's whatever. I'm just like neglecting my chat.
Oh yeah, I don't look at the chat either, really. But luckily for me, I don't have as many followers as you, so that means if I don't check the chat, there's no consequences. I just get to chill. God, I love this song. This song is such a bop.
I bet it is. I bet it is. I bet it is.
That's what they all say.
How are you feeling about this? Like you're talking about, just like this padding.
It's feeling a lot better to me. Because before it had that very like hacky kind of like someone was like, I want a robe with a collar on it look, where it looked like you weren't really considering like the function at all. Which always like that kind of stuff kind of it like grinds my gears personally, but I like a lot. But it's not as if it's like awful. It's just like for my tastes, I'm just like sweats profusely.
Yeah. Lots to play. Lots of things at play here. Like oh. Oh. Yeah. God damn it. I'm gonna weigh my options, see how things go here. If it gets to a point where like I had to start going back to the design, like too much, then I'm gonna just like I'll have to focus on shipping, you know. So
yeah,
just gonna have to be what it is.
And sometimes it'd be like that. I understand. It's starting to look better, I think. The peak boy. Please, at studios, hire me for creature design, please.
Please hire me for anything smile.
Please hire me for creature design. Just want to design little guys. But also big boys. Another good song plays. Oh, shoot. I accidentally opened Chrome. Oh god. I have to close it. I accidentally opened it out of habit. I was like, I want to change the music. Where's the music tab? Absolutely pranked myself.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Stupid. Ha ha
ha. I'm just glad nothing crashed, because I saw my I opened Task Manager. I was like, oh no, that's at 100%. Ah, let me go look at the J chat.
Do you think this looks weird? Like, I'm trying to like, I do want to keep some of the like silhouette from like the original, right? Whereas like, I had it kind of off to the side a little bit, right? Like that. I don't know, I thought it was like a really nice shape relation, but I'm trying to like see if I could still incorporate that back in somehow. With like the new like pad piece. I don't know.
Yeah, cause having the shoulders bulk up there implies there's padding under the shoulders for a shoulder line. Which just, if you're kind of highlighting a character that has asymmetrical anatomy, like it will, you know, barely fit over the side that has more mass, and then like be loose on the side that has less mass. So, or you could have him have, you know, like a thing on top that adds that shoulder break. Like there's like he's wearing maybe something underneath, like an extra shoulder pad on one side and not on the other side. But if you want it on the side that has more mass, like the bulbous side, I don't know. It just kind of it downplays that mass that's there. I feel like. Which is a little anticlimactic because I feel like he's kind of so strange in like the anatomy, and you kind of want to show that like the world isn't made for him, right? By having the clothes not be accommodating to him.
Yeah. That's why I'm just troubled. This fucking... Oh god. Haha. Kill me.
Was it? You suffering, brother?
I've been suffering, man.
Damn.
You know it, baby.
You hate to see it, brother.
You ain't it. You're not him. You're not him. God.
Yeah, I think this idea is cool. I like the... He's got a big bubble. He's got a torso bubble. What's he got in there?
He's this big nursery.
Oh, he's got babies in there.
Yeah, whether he wants it or not.
He's a portable dad. That's so cool.
Essentially, that's the whole idea. You give him something, and then out pops a baby.
Free baby.
That's why you have these little scrunglies over here, right? These are like the babies. I like the one with the big head.
Yeah. Oh, I like the one that's like really unfinished. The one that looks like a like a worm with like a dog head on it. That's so cute. That's so cute. Yeah. I really like that one.
Kind of like rat-esque, but the rat ears also have teeth, and like the mouth has like another mouth inside, and it's got like the hands and feet up like a mole or something like that. It's like a really weird, like aberrant creature. It's like because the original like words for this is like gothic gachapon, so it's just like playing off of that idea, right? And it's like, you know, you're just sacrificing parts of yourself, and then like you're getting these funny little demon babies essentially, right? Yeah, like if you know sacrifice your ability to like speak, you know, give away your tongue, and then you have like a tongue-like creature or some shit. I don't know, weird stuff like that. That kind of plays into that idea.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like all my designs eventually lead back to like having something to do with like little scrunglies, right?
I mean, that's like half the fun designs, honestly. So
I know, yeah, I know.
I can't even really.
Like
yeah, I can't really complain.
Yeah.
Man, soon I'll be done with this render because I frankly am losing patience.
I'm gonna say, like, if I don't figure out like a solution to this design, I'm just going to fucking render and just call it. And I'm like, I cannot like spend too much time on this already because it's like a project long overdue, right? I'm just like, just get it, just push it out, cut the cord. A lot of baby metaphors here.
Is Death Stranding already? Death Stranding time with the boys.
Miles. Think. See. Probably also need it. If I'm gonna do this, I probably need to make it done in a way where it's like it fits the shape language. You know, I like the form language that I'm trying to go for. Hey, more design. Woo. Okay. God. So,
yeah, stylized stuff really be like that. I guess even realistic stuff kind of be like that, because like how you do the realism is also gotta be consistent. Unless it's like all photoreal or some shit. My stuff is very like, I don't know, these days my stuff tends to be like semi-real with like painterly stuff on it. So.
Kills you softly. God.
I did my time in the stylization prison.
It's only been an hour, what the fuck?
It's only been an hour?
It's only been an hour.
Oh. How do I tell how long I've been streaming? Does it say it somewhere? Oh, live. Live, an hour 22. Nice. I feel like I finished this homework faster than I thought I would. I guess I did do a bunch of work on it yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, that means I can start on the homework he hasn't assigned yet.
Wow.
Less work for me later.
I'm gonna be actually. Just take a quick breather before I get back into this.
Yeah, no worries. I'll be grinding in the meantime.
Yeah.
You stay cute. Continuing the grind. I feel like I should check Jay's chat, but I'm so lazy. Yeah, let me open it. Just good vibes rendering today. Yes.
Hey Nick,
Welcome back.
thank you. I got myself some food. Gonna nom real quick before I get back to it.
No worries. Yeah, I think this render is basically done. I don't feel like doing more on it. Time to do some formatting, I think then. Let's see. Alright, let me go look at what the homework is. I don't want to format it wrong. Oh, move that to the wrong place. There we go. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Duplicate group. Yes, I do. Let's make it like 9,000 wide by like 6,000. My dude, my drawing of your dude with his weird harness. Goofy.
Wee.
What you eating, by the way? You having a snack?
I'm just eating some doenjang jjigae.
I don't know what that is.
It's like, I don't know. It's just it's just Korean stew. That's really it.
Oh, okay. It's a nice stew. Nice.
Yep.
My man.
My man.
My man.
Ugh. Ugh. Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Smile.
Smile.
How goes it? How goes your stream?
How it goes? It goes good.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm just chilling, working.
You know the concept art's like man in robe holding stick, or like environment pieces. It's like concept art man, cowering in fear.
Yeah, I had once I had crit with like the head of my major, and he was like, you know, you add scale to a lot of your pieces, and it's really nice, but I feel like they should be emoting more. And I was like, oh, okay. So now I just always do like them like trying to like stab the monster with like a spear or some shit. It's pretty goofy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Me. So I am not strong on this day.
No, you're strong most of the time.
I am your weakest soldier.
It's just damn, you hate to see it.
You hate to be it. Oh,
Relatable.
sad monkey noises.
I guess I can close this. Nice. I can almost done formatting. Yay. Then I'll
Yay!
when I get to I'm gonna make an icon, a new icon for myself.
You better.
uh Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me make your stream bigger.
Don't do that.
Bigger J. HDJ content. I had you in the
you'll
corner.
catch sickness.
I'll just fall over and die.
No, yawa.
Alright, I guess I'll just make swatches and then I'll be done with this homework. Yay.
You'll be done.
Yeah, and if he doesn't like it, he can take it up with someone else. I don't care. Sounds like a him problem.
That's like a taste issue. Man, I haven't really touched my sketchbook in a while. Oh yeah.
Oh, you should. Yeah.
I know.
I like your sketches. They're nice.
I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna commit to doing a draw. I tried to do a drawing a day, and then I started doing my portfolio shit again. I was like, oh, I can't do this shit.
Yeah, that's yeah, that sounds really heavy. So
Yeah, that'll do to you, right?
yeah.
Big thinky mode.
Big goofy goober mode. Hell yeah. I like that song. I just play some goofy shit. That's the good stuff.
That'll do. That'll do. Oh god, I'm struggling. Brain hurting.
Damn, you hate to see it.
Hate to be it, man.
That's true.
So weird. Like you like think like, oh yeah, just don't think that hard about it, and then you try not to, and you think harder about it, and you're like, fuck. Today's the day I lose it, Nick. Today's the day.
Today's the day you just.
I snap.
Yeah. I think he wanted it like 4K. But I'm gonna give him. I guess I'll give him 4K. Alright. Time has come to draw my new icon. Yes.
Icon?
Yes.
Better do it. You better do it! You better get one!
Yeah, I'm gonna do a study of the one I already use on Discord. Of the dog with sunglasses.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's very goofy. Let me make you bigger again. There we go.
Honestly, I'm gonna lose my fucking mental.
No, bro, you're mental.
Man, I'm. Ah! 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 Oh!
You hate to see it. The man's gone feral.
Oh, fucking hell.
Can you like change what your stream like title is on the fly?
Yeah, we can. If you check, are you on Streamlab OBS?
Yeah.
Top right, you're gonna see a little like pencil icon underneath the life where giving you the timer.
Oh,
That's where you
yeah.
change it. Got it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just changing it right now. Mm.
How goes you, Nick?
I go good.
You go good?
Yeah, how you doing over there?
Smile.
Ah, yes. I can really feel that I haven't done any like painting studies in a really long time.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Let's not talk about that. I don't like to think about it.
I'm gonna take a break for a couple minutes to eat some tater tots.
What's up?
I'm gonna eat some tater tots, so I'll be taking like a 5-minute break.
Oh, okay.
I'll still be able to hear and see you though.
I kill you. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that you're still here. Oh. Bastard. I'm gonna kill you in Minecraft.
Damn. Only in Minecraft?
Eesh.
How goes the boy?
Debating, pondering. I am pondering a orb. I don't know. I don't know, Nick. I'm just going like,
Understandable. Understandable. Ah. Man, I feel like I'm too tired to fucking see colors. Holy shit. I can't get any of the colors to be like vaguely correct. It's so tragic. I shall simply restart.
feels bad, man.
Yeah. It's okay though. Doesn't help it's all like light yellows and blues, which are hard to see. I think that's the main challenge.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stop streaming maybe.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go.
Actually, many worries.
Food.
I lied to you.
Damn, you hate to see it.
You hate to see it. I'm sorry. I gotta keep it real with you.
I
a little
understand.
disappointed for the fact that you're stopping right now.
Oh.
But not yet. No worries, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna go like make actual din din, and then probably do my traditional homework I have to do. Got a lot of technical drawing nonsense, so I will I guess mute myself in Discord and then end my stream, and then I will be free.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so anyway, stream's over, I guess. Thanks for watching, people who came. Hope you had fun or learned something or some fun thing like that.